appreciate that.
Yes.
No,
Go
the
for
thing it's something about my personal health. That's why I want to tell you.
Is it good news? You look good.
I can share it. I mean, I don't mind when it's your
Yes.
day. I do. I had an MRI for my sinuses.
Yes.
And I was supposed to get my ENT surgeon to do something, but they found something, so I ended up being moved now. So I won't be able to retire actually because I think I'm gonna get extended. And
Yes.
apparently they just find a tumor, a brain tumor.
What?
Oh. You won't be able to retire, you said?
No, right now I might be deferred my orders. I don't know yet because they just find out that I have a brain tumor in my left temporal side of my brain.
Oh.
Okay, but it's benign, right?
We don't know yet. Apparently, it looks like it's okay. They can move like 80% of it. That's what the surgeon told me. I mean, I still have to do this multifunctional MRI, some special MRI that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And try to get it because it was funny. He was telling me, I don't know, do you have any issues with your languages? I said, no, I think I should have been learning more languages. It's easy for me to learn languages. So okay, because it should be affecting your language and your speech. I said, well, I don't know. As you can see, I can talk to you. So yes, so that's my news. I don't know. Just looking forward to tell you.
Yes, don't worry. You got all our love and
Yeah.
support, and
You got this.
you can heal anything. That's right. You got this. There are no doubts in our mind.
Yeah,
If anybody can do that, you.
I start shaking my head already just in case because I don't know if I have it. So
No, you're doing great. You're going to be fine. I promise you. And actually, Jillian is from the medical system.
Right.
So she can tell you, she did some masterminds for us a while back last year on mind over matter when it comes to health.
yes. So I'll be doing different things, you know, and stuff that I used to hear, stuff that I practice in different ways in homeopathic medicines and other stuff.
Right.
So I've been working on that as well in the meantime because it's like it's not a set in stone yet what it is. They just say this is the diffuse glioma. That's what they call it, diffuse glioma. So but hopefully after this they can set up a plan, and I don't know. But I think most likely I'm gonna be end of surgery and try to remove it before it mutates and be a faster growth thing.
Yes, no worries. We just been going through 2 years of pandemic. You didn't even get that, although your spouse did have it. So you're strong cookie.
Well, that's what the people tell me. Says, Roger, you've been going through so much shit. Excuse my language. That don't worry, this is like nothing to you.
Exactly. This is nothing.
I mean, I've been going through even what's that? I told you I have been even through brucellosis, with its Malta fever. You don't even get through that in the United States anymore. I got it from some bad cheese that I got there in South America. I was like, really? So, I mean, zoonotic disease, a whole bunch of different things. So this is like, okay, what would think that I have to add in my record? The good thing, gladly, is that they just found it now when I'm still in active duty. So they'd be able to cover everything. So I'll be good to go gladly. Thanks to God.
Yes. Okay.
That's my news for the day. I'm sorry.
No, you'll be fine. I promise you. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get on Facebook and it's asking me passport, marriage certificate.
Yeah, I think they sent you to the wrong website.
All right.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to listen to Miss Angelina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
I'll be fighting between you and some other Zoom meeting that I have right now that I'll be dealing with. I know you won't be able to see it because of it. Yeah, so I'll be connecting two things at the same time. I had to escape from work literally. I said, no, I want to see the doctores hoy.
You'll do great. Okay, where there is a will, there is a way. So let me try different login. Okay, I think we got it. Oh my goodness, this social media. Okay, here we go. Somebody else, Veron is here. Oh yeah. So happy Lunar Year, everybody. It's the year of the tiger and you're all fierce like a tiger. So So I have no doubts it's going to be a great year for all of us. But I think I figured out the Facebook. Okay. Oh, it's already live. Oh.
Yes, I saw the live thing up there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice, Gail. Welcome. Very good. We got all representation. We have Europe. We have East Coast, Midwest. We have West Coast. Very nice. Okay, great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I think we got everything going. We are on Clubhouse. I recommend you do the same so you catch everybody. We are on Facebook. We have a recording here, so you will get the recording. So welcome, happy lunar year of the tiger. Veron, can you just do a quick, I know it's a holiday. We celebrate everything. I think here in the US, we do it on the weekend, but is there anything you can say briefly to do a quick blessing or what to look forward this lunar year of the tiger?
Oh, lunar year of tiger, because you will look at the character of the tiger. The tiger is courageous,
yes,
adventurous, and power. You know, so it's very much like leadership, and we can see because it's the tiger of the water this year, so we probably will expect a lot of explosion, etc. But it depends on your individual zodiac, actually. So, you know, because there are 12 zodiac signs, so each zodiac sign will have a different events, you know.
yes.
For themselves, you know, in interaction with the tiger. So, you know, to be more precise, we need to know the individual person's zodiac sign.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, thank you. And I want to remind all of you that you have inside of you all of these wonderful attributes of a fierce, courageous tiger. So access them anytime you need them. It's all inside of you. And let's start a roaring, fierce, courageous year, lunar year of the tiger. I'm so excited. So before I introduce you, my wonderful co-host, I want to welcome you. And you'll get a chance to interact throughout. And at the end, I just want to give everybody an idea of which sector industry you come from. So we got two of you from the medical field, and also all of you are entrepreneurs, without a doubt. And we have real estate, we have education, we have government, military, all very important. And yes, and nonprofit as well. So we can cover, we can give specific examples in today's topic, which our co-host will unveil in a moment. So I have the privilege to introduce you to a superstar. She's a great addition to the team and to our companies. Literally, she has done in 6 months more than some other members of the team have done in 16 years. So she's a volcano, a dynamite, super smart. She comes from a Native American background, and she's bringing a lot of wisdom and soft skills. Her she's multi-talented. I would say she's combining psychology. She's a PhD candidate in psychology, and she's bringing all these marketing, copywriting, graphic designing. I mean, there isn't anything she doesn't know how to do. I don't know where she learned. She's a rocket ship. She's a mother of 3, very successful, and a wife. So without further ado, here's Mrs. Angelina Wagner.
Hi,
Welcome, welcome.
I'm so excited for this.
We are too. From Washington, yes?
Yes, originally from Alaska. We moved down to Washington a couple years ago and have enjoyed the moss growing on our truck.
Amazing. Angelina and I met through LinkedIn, very, very powerful resource, and we all underutilized. So please use your advantage. And actually another member of the team, founder. So, and tell us why is this topic, why you're so passionate about this topic, brand synchronization, and what does it mean exactly?
So it can be defined by many different ways. The best way to define it is how I look at it, and that is synchronizing your business, your goals, your dreams with your core values and voice. We now live in a world where when people are buying products or services, they're more interested in why you created it and who you are versus what you're offering. So this presentation will go over that and all it entails for that. So
we're all ears. Go for it. Thank you for the definition.
Okay. So the brand synchronization that I specialize in is a business organization method. And it doesn't just go with business. It goes, if you are a creator, it goes with the way that you're trying to portray yourself to the world. If you are an entrepreneur and you're trying to start out a business or invest in something, understanding your foundation and what it's built on can help you stand apart against the masses. So this is what we'll cover.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Having a clear and concise voice when it comes to your brand, your business, who you are as a person is extremely important when building a foundation. You want your business built on a really solid foundation so that if someone tries to come at your character or integrity, you can withstand that blow. And a lot of the things I might mention may seem like common sense, but my mom told me something when I was a teenager that has always stuck with me, and that common sense isn't really common. So, which is why I go out of my way to teach my clients things to help their business. So one of the many things that we will cover today are the foundational steps that you will find in brand synchronization. And that is your vision and story, your clear and concise values, your research, and your mission or goals. And I will break those down individually to make a little more sense.
Great. And then you'll tell us where they should be posted or spelled out. And feel free to use me as an example. I've made a lot of mistakes with my businesses, and actually Angelina has helped me correct them. So feel free to use me. And as you get, now you know the other industry, we can use other examples as well from the participants.
Okay. So breaking it down, your business has to be built on a solid vision or story. That's usually what starts anything. So your vision is your why you created the service or product that you are trying to offer people. It is simple enough to say, because I wanted to make money, but I want to know the complicated answer. I want to know what happened to make you create, a beauty product that you may be offering, or a specific kind of format for offering coaching services. Whatever it is, there's always a better why than you just want to make money, because people who just want to make money don't actually always thrive in their business, but people who do something with passion always thrive because their passion drives them. So the best example I can say for this is, say you made a beauty product and it's 100% vegan. Your customers are going to ask, what sets your product apart from someone else? And you could say, I made this product because I wanted to ensure that the things that I was putting on and in my body were 100% vegan and cruelty-free. Why? Because I believe that harming the planet or some other life to further my beauty is wrong. So if you come at it from that standpoint, we know that your products are 100% vegan free because of the passion that you put behind it. People who aren't necessarily vegan, who try to sell products, don't research where their ingredients are coming from, or if it's 100% vegan, because all they want to do is make $1. People who want to make a 100% vegan product are doing it because they do care about the planet, and they do care about life, and they care about what the people are putting in their bodies. And that's the difference between the two. And today, that's what the consumer wants. They want someone who is honest and transparent with what and why they're doing the things that they're doing, and that are walking and living in integrity.
Beautiful. And your mom also has a similar company, right? That helps. Mm-hmm.
My mom runs a tincture business, which has evolved into salves and flower essences, but she started it 5 years ago because I was pregnant and I was suffering severe migraines. And she wanted me to be able to take something because I couldn't take any conventional medicine because it would be harmful to my daughter. So she created a Codonopus tincture specifically for me that works wonders. And then she made other things for other people, and it's grown into this beautiful business, so that now when people see a little tincture bottle with the initials of her business, they know where she is, what she's doing, and what she's offering. And it's wonderful. And she's very transparent with her process of making it, where she's getting the things from that she makes, and how long it takes.
Amazing. You helped her with the website?
I did. I created her website. I manage her digital platforms. I manage the creation of all her labels and research for educating her clientele in that area.
Very good. Yeah. You are in education. You're passionate about education at heart, huh?
I am. The next
Very
thing
good.
that we want to focus on is your core values. So your core values is easily defined by your reputation. Having a clear understanding of your core values as a business will keep your standards high, because you hold yourself to certain standards, and your reputation matters. And the reason why I say your reputation matters is because generally you're not going to vouch for someone just off the street for a job unless you know their work ethic. Because if you have a really strong work ethic, your reputation for bringing other people to businesses matters. Because if you brought someone who isn't a great worker, that reflects poorly on you.
Sure.
So the same thing goes with our business and how we conduct ourselves and our products. So understanding your core values and having that translate through everything that you do, including the policies that you have in place or the procedures, makes it so that there are no cracks in your foundation.
Very, very good. A lawyer could help with that, or does it have to be legal?
So you can, I always incorporate the next actually foundational step is the research. And that includes looking into every aspect of the business, looking for financing, or if you are doing your own financing, understanding the research market so that you're not overspending. A lot of things that happen with new businesses when they're just starting out is that they get overwhelmed with people wanting to help them.
Sure.
And they charge them for things that they can do for free, or things that they can easily get at a cheaper price. I do videos every week for my clients on my social platforms, giving them free advice on things to avoid or things that they can do themselves to save themselves money. I don't believe in being a gatekeeper for information, because just because I struggle to find my footing and figure things out doesn't mean that other people should. In fact, because I did struggle to figure those things out, I do want to give them the best advice to avoid those setbacks and pitfalls. And that's the difference between like leading a business with your voice and your integrity and just trying to make money.
Perfect. So provide information, don't withhold anything. And I apologize, my keyboard only has the dollar sign, but otherwise I'll put other currencies because we are a global economy.
Yes. So I always encourage research, and not like a quick research. I would dedicate a week or two to researching the product and services you offer, the history of those things, where they come from, why, how they're evolving in the market, what the projected growth is of that market, so that you're saving yourself time and money and knowing where to put investments in your company. And in doing this, you're gonna, when you bring on people, because your business is evidently going to grow, you're going to be able to hand them all the research that you did so that they can educate themselves on how to serve your business better.
Yes, and you can outsource some of this research. For instance, Angelina did some of that for our companies if you don't have time to do all yourself. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I 100% believe in only doing the things that you're passionate about. Something that might take me an hour to do can take someone else 6 hours. So it's cheaper to pay someone to do something that they're really good at, that you're not necessarily good at, or that you may not know how to do. The only thing that the caveat to that is to make sure that you research the person before giving them your money. My little sister lives in Spain right now, and she's launching a wine content business.
Yes.
And she hired someone to do a media kit for her, and she paid like $500 for it. And the thing that she got back was not worth that much money by any means. So she ended up doing it herself. And thankfully, my sisters are really talented women and can do those things. She was just trying to save herself time so she can focus on what she loves doing. So definitely do a little background research before you hand over money to someone for doing something for you.
Great. And we have some more slides, but feel free to interrupt as you want, okay? So that we keep it interactive and dynamic. You can use the chat box or you can unmute. Please proceed.
The next or our last mission, goal, or stone is our mission or goal, which a lot of people think of the vision and the mission as the same thing, but they're actually very different. The difference that between a mission and a goal is, for example, my small business is geared towards giving other small businesses and entrepreneurs the tools they need to expand their business or grow it in a successful manner cheaply. And I accomplish this by continuing my education as a businesswoman. I'm going for my doctorate. Continuing my training as a professional coach to make sure that I am like using my best potential to pull out the best potential in my clients. And then to keep myself updated on all the new trends of software and technology that will help these small businesses grow or save money and time. So that's what I do. And that's what my vision or my mission does. It accomplishes my vision. And my vision is to help small businesses grow and compete against these really big businesses that have more money to throw at things than they do.
Such as?
Such as marketing. I am getting new clients all the time, which is great. But when you're looking at marketing, sometimes it can be really expensive. It can be upward of $1,000 a month to get someone to do marketing for you. And not every small business can afford that, but not every small business knows how to market themselves or get themselves out there without spending that much money. So I teach my clients how to do that. I give them the tools and the tricks of the trade to easily find their target market, get the content to those people without having to spend an exorbitant amount of money.
Excellent.
That's really important. Small businesses don't have the money to throw around, especially in the beginning when you're just starting out. Yes, it can be written off as a tax deduction later, but that doesn't help in the now when you're trying to do it.
Makes sense. Thank you. We have a question from Dr. Burrus in the chat.
Yes, so you're definitely researching to understand your niche. Not that you always have to fall into a niche, but you need to know what sets you apart from your competitors and why. So some people, when they're creating products, will look at what that type of product on the platform that they're selling it and say, oh, I need to bring my prices down because they're also selling it and they're selling it for less. Okay, but what's that company's reputation? What are their reviews saying about their products? Do they have like somewhat mediocre reviews saying that their products sometimes work, but don't always work? Do you know from, using a testing group that your products always work? If that is the case, then your products will stand for themselves. My mom, when she brings out new lines of products, she always sends them out to a specific group of people to test them, to ensure that they're working. And if they do work, those wonderful people write her reviews. Because when you buy a product, one of the first things you do is you do look for a review.
True. I have to say, at some point in your business history, anybody will get a not so nice review for whatever reason. It could be a bot, a robot out
Yes,
there. Right?
that does happen.
So, but overall, I guess hopefully people look at the trend, and if the percentage of good reviews versus one bad review here and there. Since you are a tech whiz, do you recommend leaving the 1% bad review, or I know you know how to remove it? It's not easy with social media, with all this privacy and million authentications, just like I had to go through right now. But do you have any any advice on that?
Yes. So if you get a bad review, this actually is happening to my mom right now. She just messaged me a little while ago, where you get people that are trying to get your audience. So they go onto your review page and post a recommendation for things like cryptocurrency to try to scam you out of information. And the problem with social media platforms is you can't actually delete someone else's review. What you can do is you can report it and say that you never did any kind of services with this person, therefore their review is a lie, or that the review that they're leaving has nothing to do with the services that you offer. And then the platform will review it and immediately take it down.
Ah, very good. Thank you. Yeah, I still have one from 10 years ago, and no, never managed to know how to clean it up. Thank you, but it was better not. Well, this person did not do business with me. I don't know, I think he got the wrong Elena Pezzini or something, or power company. So we have one more question from Dr. Burrus, and maybe she can elaborate and speak up. Since you are in coaching as well, can you give an example for the coaching industry?
Yes. So specifically looking at the different type of competitors when it comes to coaching, the greatest way to do that is if they have a social platform, check out their social platform. Look at the things that they have posted probably within the last 6 months. I realize that's a lot of scrolling, but then you'll get an idea of the type of services they offer and their method. And then look at the comments that they have and the people commenting on it. And if you click on those things, you can tell whether or not it's a bot or if it's a real person. A lot of people, unfortunately, when they're starting things on social media, they buy followers, which are just bots created in another country to make it look like you have a big following. But that's discredited if you click on them and see that those people have posted absolutely nothing ever. But the best way to check out your competitors, specifically for coaching, is to look at the content they are sharing. Because most coaches that I follow on different social medias do post about what they're doing, because a lot of people have confusion between what coaching is. And that's one thing that I find myself doing, is explaining the differences between what a coach is and what a therapist is and what a consultant is and where we fit into that part of people's lives. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. It's just you gave a lot of examples of products, so I was curious of your
I'm sorry.
services. Yeah.
So I do offer coaching services in my business. It's something I love doing it. I love watching people achieve their goals. I think it's a beautiful thing to helping other people unlock their dreams. The services that I am talking about specifically today is brand synchronization, and most of that I do for free for people. If someone wants to hire my services, I will go in and evaluate their business and help them realize the parts that need work or need to be strengthened, or how to build it up better. But I also will give those tools to people to do for themselves if they choose to.
Great, thank you.
So finding your voice is For some people, it can be easy. For some people, it can be hard. I like to say, take a look at your values as a person and see how those translate through your business or your dreams. What do you stand for? What are your boundaries? And if you can figure out those things, it's really easy to figure out your voice. The reason why that's important is think about a big company. When you see a specific color sequence or a logo, you know exactly what that company is giving you. You know exactly what, the taste of the Coke tastes like, or Lay's potato chips. Bed Bath & Beyond, you know that all of their stuff has a little bit of luxury to it. So defining your voice and understanding what your voice is helps distinguish you against other people. It makes you very unique because you are unique in who you are, how you do things. No one else in the world does it like you. And there are people that will try to mimic other people, and then there are people that will stand on their own. I encourage you to stand on your own, because who you are, just as you are, is more than enough. So the name of my business is Beautifully Human, Together We Rise. The reason why I named my business that is because I truly believe from the depths of my soul that if we band together and work together as humans, we can rise past anything. I don't think that I have to tear someone down in order to succeed. I believe that by lifting other people up, we can succeed together. And that's what my business is built on, helping other people succeed and encouraging them to be beautifully human, because we are not robots. We're not meant to be robots. So that's the voice that I put out.
You think men like that, the beautifully human? We have one man here today, Lemuel.
I haven't had any complaints from my male clients about it.
Okay, good.
Most of the clients that I have know either me or know family or know friends who have known me for years, and they just kind of send them my way. A couple of people I've gotten from LinkedIn, from my business page, which is wonderful. It really is a wonderful tool to utilize. But yeah, I don't think men have a problem with that part.
With the beautiful part. Okay, sounds good.
The next slide. There we go. So after you figure out your voice, the fun part begins. You get to synchronize everything. And I encourage all of my clients to create either a business plan or a model with procedures in it and policies, because that makes it so that when you bring people on to do any kind of services for you or to work under you, that they are reflecting the core values of your business. And that is reflected in the posts that they make, in the marketing that you do, in the way that you interact with your clients or potential target market on those social platforms and in person. Because the person running your front desk is an instant reflection of who you are. And that's a really hard lesson for people to learn if they don't bring on people that resonate with the core values of the company versus just hiring anyone. But what we do with my business, when we implement the synchronization, I will go through and we will look at your logo. We will see if it truly represents what you're trying to put out there, because I believe that colors, font, and the way that things are designedly put together resonate with people. McDonald's uses their specific colors because it literally makes people hungry. Silly, but yes, it really makes people hungry. So we will find a new logo, we will implement that across everything. So every post that we put out, every picture, your logo is going to be in the top corner of it. The importance of that is so that people start to recognize it when it comes up. Oh, this is Dr. Elena. This is, you've got the power. She always has really good information to give me. Let me stop, take time to read this post, or let me be able to save this to come back to it later.
Yes, and I make mistakes, and Angelina calls me on it. She reminded me before you all came on that I used the wrong logo on one of the marketing pieces. So I never asked you this, but so thank you for changing my logo, and it's so much better. So big companies like Apple, etc., McDonald's don't change their logo. So if you do change your logo, is it frowned upon at some point? What's your take on it?
Not necessarily. If you do it in a transitional manner, or you announce that you're changing it, which they've actually done. Coke has changed their logo twice since they opened to like modify it, just like they changed their formula to modify it because putting drugs in a soda is legal now. But they made that transparently clear that they were doing that. So as long as you're transparent about it and not trying to hide it, some people will try to change their logo and the appearance of their business because they got bad press and they want to continue to serve under the audience that they built for themselves, but look different. So just being honest and open about what you're doing, and the changing of your logo all had the same element to it, and that was bright light, like a light shining of hope for people. So that transition was very easy to make from every logo that you've had to the one that you currently have. Oh, there's something up in the chat, sorry. Let's see, where are we?
Please ask questions, anybody, as they come up.
Say what?
Please ask questions, anybody, as they come up. Feel free to.
Yes, please. After you synchronize everything, which falls into everything that you're going to do throughout your company, products, goals, logo, social media, marketing, internal and external documents, the way that you do them, simply putting thank you on everything makes your audience feel, it gives them a little bit of a personality of, oh, they really do care about me. It's such a simple thing, but it's one of those things that matter. What comes next after that is building your success on that. Once you have built your foundation, you can build whatever kind of business that you want and it will thrive because you have built it on a solid foundation. And one thing that you always must do is find a new goal to work towards. Never stop working towards something, because continually working towards a new goal or a new opportunity keeps you and your business relevant. I always think of the example of Blockbuster. Do you guys remember Blockbuster Video?
Yeah.
So Netflix approached them and asked if they wanted to buy Netflix when they first came out with the mailing of DVDs, or it was DVDs that they were mailing, and they said no. And they turned it down. They laughed and said that, we'll offer you $50 million. And Netflix was like, no, that's okay. Blockbuster Video thought that the idea of mailing out DVDs was silly. And then they thought the idea of streaming was silly, that it was never going to take off. Blockbuster Video doesn't longer exist. In one place it exists as an Airbnb, but as a whole, it is no longer a company. And Netflix has taken over everything, and they're constantly bringing out new things and expanding and learning about their target market. So they keep themselves relevant because they're constantly working towards something. So my encouragement to all of my clients is always work towards something. Every quarter, find something new to learn that will either advance you in your health or you in your business. I love LinkedIn. They have like a learning section so that you can learn new software that comes out. You can learn new trades. You can learn how to do things better. And it keeps you relevant. It also stops people from taking advantage of you, because I get people that pop into my DMs on my social platforms that are like, if you come to my page and give me $500, I'll post a picture to my millions and millions of followers. No, because your millions of followers are bots, for one, and two, one picture is fleeting on social media. It's something has to be consistent. But there are people that fall into that, and it's really, really frustrating. So building your business on a foundation that is super, super solid with no cracks will keep you successfully moving forward. Continuing to learn, whatever that looks like for you, will keep you relevant in your field, because you're not going to get sideswiped with things that are new and not know how to do them, because the learning curve for things can be really, really hard if you've never done it before. And what I've noticed is when new platforms and technology come out, they're always somewhat similar to the thing that was out before it. So if you're continuing learning, you're never going to fall behind, which is also wonderful. Our last slide is, if it would go, success. So you're going to live through the success. If you live your core values, if you live through your voice, you're going to live through success. And so is your business. Everything that you do will turn to gold, because who you are as a person and how you stand in integrity will be reflected through your business. And that is what our generations are looking for. Generation X, millennials especially, we look at reviews, we look at who you are, we look at what you stand for, because we want to support people who would support us, if that makes sense.
Great. So what generation are you?
Me, I'm a millennial. I'm at the end of millennial or the middle. I'm an 80s baby, so I'm somewhere in there.
Yes, great. So nice. Okay, it was very informative. So we'd love to hear from you, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Burrus, Bernice, Veron, Gail, Gillian, Sergeant Rod. Maybe if something resonated with you that can relate to your products right now, whether they're info products or services or tangible physical products, and just use the neurons of Angelina. That's a gold mine in terms of making sure
Okay.
what you do is congruent and it shines through. Just she's very creative and a wealth of ideas. So just ask away. Don't be shy.
Are any of you working on any new projects in your life?
There's a lot of question marks, I can tell, from everybody adapting to this COVID, post-COVID.
Oh, yes. Living in a COVID world has literally changed everything. In many ways, it's changed it for the better, though, because I am a mom of 3. I work from home, and now it's a little more accepted and almost expected for my children to pop into my meetings and be my little co-hosts.
Yes, we missed them today.
I have a question, if it's possible.
Yes.
Do you have any example you can show of a logo that doesn't work and how you help them change the logo for it to work? That's one thing. And the next other question that I have written down is how you see after the COVID, the changes in the mindset from before the COVID to after the COVID.
Okay, so let me pull up, Dr. Elena, may I show her your logos?
Yeah, please. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if I can drop them in the box move there. Let's see. So before COVID, I think that we as a society was more, the idea of working from home, the idea of supporting small businesses over like big brand companies or self-development was low on the list of priorities for most people. And then COVID happened, and then you learned who in our society was actually important. And it was the people that continually make the world run. That's people working in healthcare, people working in sanitation, people working at stores and in farms, truck drivers, EMS, all of these people who the world has kind of looked down upon. And especially women. The world without women would be a really, really chaotic place. And I think COVID has changed the thought and feeling of that. And the same with small businesses. I know that I have worked many jobs, which is why I'm really good at a bunch of different things. And I would work myself ragged because I would be working 2 jobs just to make minimum wage to take care of me and my children. So people understanding that, you know, I worked this whole pandemic, and the company I worked for made billions and billions of dollars, but they couldn't give me a raise, or they couldn't give me the protections that I need. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to start my own business. So those people that are now starting those businesses, there are thousands and millions of other people that feel that way. So they are now supporting each other in those businesses. So I think you're going to find a lot more support from small businesses and people wanting to work on themselves, whether that be through therapy or coaching or any kind of consultation, because through COVID, we've learned that if we are not operating our best selves, we will suffer more than we want to. 1 second, I have a cat trying to get out.
And Veron, what do you mean by SM? What's the easiest?
Social media.
So
Social media.
okay, great. So we didn't see the logo example.
I'm getting it, sorry. I'm pulling it up in my folder.
Yeah, with COVID, I think mental health is number 1 or 2 in terms of people, you know, managing stress and managing like figuring it all out from home with kids, animals, cats, dogs. So, and definitely technology, which utilizing all the social media will help you. So it's one of many, catching everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to drop a screenshot of the picture I'm talking about in the comment section.
Or can you share the screen maybe fast?
Yeah, I could do that. And then I'll pull up your new one.
Sure.
How do I find it? Where are you? 1, 2, 3.
Any other question, anybody? And then we can do a segue for this. We'll keep it within the hour today. Angelina can give you her contacts and website, and you can contact her to get a complimentary consultation, right, Angelina?
Yep, all my consultations are free. So are like any first sessions. Open. Sorry, my computer's being silly. Okay, let me share this. Share. Oh, there we go. So this is the new logo, but I don't want to share that. I want to share the other one. So this is her old logo, which you've got the power, and it's the way that it's formatted font wise makes you feel like it's a hard impact, but the logo on the other side was a little, I don't know how to describe it. It left you a little bit more.
You can just say it like it is. I won't take it personally.
It definitely left you wanting a little bit more. This is her new logo. And the colors represent light and hope. The blue pulls you in and creates an element of serenity. The boat lets you know that you can go off on any adventure and that you will be carried on that water of success. That was the idea behind creating this logo for her.
Oh, thank you.
Much better. Yeah, much better.
Thank you. I don't even think I needed a new logo until I met Angelina. Thank you so much. Very good. Okay, and tell us about social media. Yes, for those who are a little afraid of privacy, social media, technology, or...
So social media, especially if I have a separate social platforms for my business than I have for my personal life, and I don't mix them. I always encourage clients to create one specific email for all of your business platforms for many reasons. One being that you have everything in one place and you're not getting them mixed up. 2, if you need someone else to run those platforms, you're not giving out your personal information or giving them access to that part of your life. There are softwares you can sign up for to share passwords, but you're still giving them the access. So having something completely separate from your personal is important. And then not mix, don't necessarily share what you share on your business on your social pages, because in life, there are people that only follow you or only are in your life because they want to see you fail. and then they will secretly try to do that. I've learned that recently, and that was a hard lesson to learn. So boosting your social platform completely separate from your personal life keeps that separate. It also stops you from bringing that work home, because I do believe if you're running your own business, you should have a set hours for work and a set hours for home, so you don't burn yourself out, because you started your business because you were passionate about something and you don't want that passion to become draining.
Very good.
Pop out of this. There we go.
So the question was, sorry, hi, I'm Bernice.
Hi, Bernice.
Thank you so much. The question, I believe the way I read it in the chat was, which social media platform is most effective and easiest to use?
Oh, okay. So it depends on what you want to do. I right now am encouraging TikTok and Instagram. TikTok specifically because you can grow a following rather quickly, and then they will flood over to whatever other social sites that you have. If you are into like selling tangible products, TikTok and Instagram, because you can take pictures of the products and you can post them. You can give them little sneak peeks as to what's coming, and it keeps their interest peaked. If you are into like services, it's definitely probably TikTok and Facebook. Facebook is somewhere where you can do like long form messages, and it can be shared easily with people who are looking for a specific kind of service because of the marketplace on Facebook. I have all three because I do a bunch of different type of services, but I do encourage TikTok because it is their algorithm purposely brings people to you that you need. So if you go on there and you create your interest list, it's going to bring those type of people to your page. And if they follow you and they like you, then they will go onto your any other, like I create link trees, which has a link of everything that I have, from websites to social platforms to emails. And they'll go on there and they'll follow all those things so that they can get your services.
Yeah, very good. I know, maybe last question, some people are afraid about privacy, especially with TikTok not being a local
Company?
company. Yes, anything you can say to reassure them why you put your contacts here in the chat box, or I can send it to everybody.
Hold on, let me. My contact? Sorry, you.
Yeah, just your website, just one, or email or phone number. Yeah, your website I think has everything.
I'm typing.
And good job everybody, great questions. And you can always follow up privately with me and or Angelina. Yeah.
So the great thing about specifically TikTok and Instagram and Facebook is you can make certain messages private to only people who follow you or people that you mutually follow, or content to the masses. So I have hundreds of videos on my TikTok that are for just people who I mutually follow and work with often. And then I have probably a good 100 videos that I do just for my company that blast out to everybody. And if you are trying to reach a certain demographic, you use hashtags, which can be extremely confusing, but there's tools inside each of those apps that show you which ones are trending and how that may resonate with your business.
Absolutely, yes. And thank you so much. So I'm sure you'll have more follow-up questions. We encourage them. And thank you all for your participation. I hope you got at least one good thing out of it that you can apply right away. We'll hold you to it. Happy Lunar Year of the Tiger. Remember, you are fierce and courageous. And Angelina, thank you for your abundant knowledge and being so open to educating us and sharing. You got great track records. You're gonna go far. Thank you for
having me.
Thank you. Your offer to follow up with everybody and provide a complimentary consultation. So have a great month, everyone. Stay in touch. Much love and happy Lunar Year of the Tiger. Thank you so much to my wonderful.
Yay. Thank you.
Thanks, Elena.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.